Hello and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is a daily reading for the collective for all signs from Monday, September 9th, 2019. If you like what you hear, please hit like, share, and subscribe, and definitely hit the little wiggly bell so you get updates whenever I publish anything new. I also released a new pick a card reading, so I'd like you guys to check that out as well. And I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. Spirit, what do we need to know for September 9th, 2019? Spirit, what do we need to know for September 9th, 2019? Now, if you look at the date, it's 9/9/19, so the number 9 is going to be really important. And as I'm saying that, the 9 of Pentacles pops out. I love it. I am using this deck. It is called the After Tarot. It is brilliant. It just makes me laugh. It brings so much joy to my heart. I just got it. It got lost in the mail. But it's the tarot. And here we have multiples. We have multiples of 3 and 9. It's the tarot that it takes our normal tarot images from the Rider-Waite deck and shows what would happen a few seconds to a few minutes after that. And it's just brilliant. I just hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. Okay, so Spirit, let's get back to it. Spirit, what messages do we need to know for September 9th, 2019? Remember the importance of the number 9, you guys. Spirit, what do we need to know for September 9th, 2019? Thank you, Spirit, for your messages. I'm really excited about this reading. I just feel so giddy. So first we have the 9 of Pentacles out. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the King of Wands in reverse. And then we also have the 6 of Swords. As our overall energy here, we have, look, we're getting a lot of 3s. We have 3, 6, 9, 12. Very interesting. Thank you, Spirit. All right, also the number 3. Also in numerology, it's important to point out that September, in the year and in the September, the number 3 is very, very important. Okay, and it's for expansion and for creativity. So the overall energy here is the Hanged Man. And I love this because if you recognize our normal Hanged Man in the Rider-Waite, he's hanging here, he's made a sacrifice, he's hanging from the tree of life, he's taking a moment to see the world from a different perspective, or whatever situation's going on, try to get a different perspective to have a better understanding. And it also talks about being your own person when everybody else is frenzied, that you're able to find the peace necessary and also doing your own thing. But it's beautiful because right after he's, strung himself up here and he's meditating, he's hanging out, he's all zen, there's somebody that comes by and offers him a drink of water. For me, this is very reminiscent of, if you're familiar with the Christian imagery, of Mary Magdalene tending to Jesus Christ as he's hung. So he's making a sacrifice here, but there are people that follow you, that care for you. And then also, I'm getting really important that you pay attention to being a martyr and the importance of children and followers, that people look up to you. So be very, very conscious of the actions that you're taking. And that also might be really pertinent to understanding, what you're doing, who's watching, who might be mimicking you as well. And I see it all in a very positive light, but I do want you just to be very present with that idea. With our 9, I love this. This is so cool. I just want to say it again. We have 3, 6, 9, 12. And then we do have the King of Wands. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So it's a beautiful self-made woman. She's very independent. She's in her own garden. She's usually just standing there, and she's got the hawk on her shoulder in the regular Rider-Waite deck. But here she has, and the hawk, it signifies, that she knows what she wants, she knows how to get it, and she'll send her message out. And here she's sent off the message. She's, and she's very comfortable, and she's so happily picking grapes to make wine. I learned this glove is called a gauntlet. and she's dropped the gauntlet. She's kind of like, she's in her chill period. It's like all of her work is done. Now she's literally enjoying the fruits of her labor. She's sent her trusty messenger out to, do whatever it is she needs, to do her bidding, even though she's not evil. She's brilliant. It's just beautiful, and she's so happy. And I really get that this represents you. This is my Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy, so you may have that in your chart. Okay, we have the Three of Hearts, Three of Swords, sorry. And the Three of Swords, this is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and they have done all the damage that they can, and now they've fallen out. So the damage is done. So this person, I get, has been through a lot, but all of this sorrow from the past is being released. And I think that's really beautiful. Or look, she doesn't care. She doesn't care. What's done is done, and she's nourishing herself. And we get that in these two cards here. She's nourishing herself. She's tasting her delicious fruit that, she's grown in her garden, that she's worked very hard for. Here he's taking time out and somebody else is nourishing him. So I get that, anything that's happened to you in the past, it's just kind of going to be dropping off. And you're doing it of your own accord. You've been really active in doing that. So you may have been doing the shadow work necessary. You've been doing the healing necessary. I got in the beginning of September was a bit tumultuous for some of us. Also, please do check out my monthly readings. They are up. For a lot of signs, September wasn't like so hunky-dory, easygoing. There was a lot of stuff going on for you guys. Which was surprising because, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, September's so great, and anyway, so the energy in September has been really interesting. I feel like in September, we're going to really be gaining a lot of momentum. We're going to go through, a lot of people need to sort of take some breaks. They came out of the gates, charging out of the gates. There's going to have to be a rest and rejuvenation period. And then for most people, September, just at the end, it culminates with something really beautiful. I feel like at the end of September, we'll all be full of so much gratitude and so grateful for all the work that we've done and that we've put in. So back to the reading. Then we have the King of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands in reverse is a little bit, it's an energy that I don't like to see in reverse because he can get a little bit angry, really frustrated. He's similar to the Emperor in reverse. He's somebody that you don't want to cross paths with. It could be a little bit of violent. It's somebody throwing a huge adult tantrum. They're definitely capable of, of breaking things, of, just stomping around, slamming doors, that sort of thing. And this person has been dethroned. And because they are quite impulsive and quite passionate, reactive, that, they don't have a plan in place. So they do become like this adult, impetuous child, if that makes any sense. I don't get that that's you. I mean, it very well could be that something didn't go right with you because here you're very calm, but I get it's more of an energy you're going to come up against. Yeah, because you're releasing some sort of sorrow. You might be really over something. You might be just like really getting over something, and that might really piss somebody off. And they're gonna behave not like an adult, but like a stubborn, spoiled child. But it is an energy that you don't want to cross, so I do want you to sort of stay away from it. And I get that you do want to stay away from it. This energy is the Six of Swords, so this is moving on to, starting a new life in a different land and kind of coming out of troubled waters into choppy waters. But because this is in reverse, I do get that you're going to, this King of Wands energy, this person or this situation that's going to be really frustrating, passionate, and a little bit angry. You're going to feel a little bit stuck, you need a little bit of help. So I'm going to pull some clarifying cards for us here just on the King of Wands and the Six of Swords. Okay, I'm using my trusty gummy bears. They work so well with this deck. Again, check out my pick a card reading. I use both of these in my pick a card reading. Okay, so Spirit, why do we have the King of Wands in reverse here for September 9th, 2019? Tell us about the King of Wands for September 9th, 2019. Okay, Four of Swords. Yeah, it's something, an energy you're going to want to stay away from. You're going to want to, again, it could be a boss. It could be, it could be your partner. It could be an ex. It's somebody you're going to just like, you're not going to want to answer the phone. Yeah, it's some, you know, you guys have some sort of connection. You love each other. It could be a family member, but, you know, I think you need to give them the time to just sort of like time and the space to react to this, to you just sort of being over it. I think you're just over it. You know, and if it is a love relationship, or maybe, you know, it's like you got a, you know, somebody gave you a talking to at work, or your boss, you know, scolded you, and you're just kind of like, okay, I'll do better next time, or whatever, and just let it roll off your back. And they wanted more reaction from you, and they're not getting it. And I'm saying, don't give them, keep yourself out of harm's way. Okay, whether that's physically, emotionally, psychologically, whatever. And, you know, just you have your emotions in check. I'll use your intuition, use your creative energy. You know, you'll know what to do. You're very, very poised. I'm getting that Queen of Cups. That's you. You know, you sit very well in your energy, and you know how to deal with this person who's kind of flipping out. So Spirit, please tell us about the Six of Wands in reverse for September 9th, 2019. Please tell us about the Six of Wands in reverse for September 9th, 2019. Okay, the Sun. All right, so you're going to feel a little bit stuck. You might have to wait. You might have to wait this out, this King of Wands energy in reverse, which I think you'll be able to do. You've done it before. You're going to wait it out. Be optimistic, because everything's going to turn in your favor. Okay. Spirit, tell us why the Six of Swords is in reverse here for September 9th, 2019. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Yeah, it's not gonna, you know, it's not what you wanted. It's not how you want it, but you will get what you want. You know, and like this is, you know, the Sun card is upright. It's awesome because, you know, all your energy is, you know, your creative energy is gonna work out, and you're gonna be in the spotlight. Things are gonna become really clear. You're gonna feel good. You're just not gonna get what you want, or this person isn't, or this King of Wands isn't getting what they're wanting, and they're just going to try to stop your forward momentum. But, you know, the Sun card is like, boom, doesn't matter. You know, I'm going outside. I'm going to play. You know, I'm putting my swimsuit on. You know, I'm going to go pick flowers. You know, kind of like this F this mentality. Yeah. All right. So, Spirit, please give us more information about September 9th, 2019. Please give us more information about September 9th. 2019. All right, the prison wave, self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. I'm getting that you're over that. This is like just making sure that the way that you're talking to yourself is, and that might be why you need to take a time out, or why you might need, you know, a little bit of help from friends. But you're kind of, I feel like you're getting over it. When this person is your ally, you know, they're just saying to you, like, you know, make sure you're not saying, I can't, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve this. You know, you do deserve your wealth. This is this imposter syndrome, but I feel like you're getting over it. I feel like, and I also just especially, don't let this King of Wands energy stop you, all right? Because they might also be trying to make you codependent, or make you feel like you don't deserve, you know, the best of the best, which you do. I feel like this is a little bit bigger than a daily reading, you guys, but that's okay. The Eyes of Beauty, positive expectations and clarity. Yeah, so, I mean, like, you're letting all this go, you know, and I think you're going to have to put up with the residual effects of this King of Wands energy, but, you know, you're like, you know what? I'm staying optimistic. You know, the Queen of Wands is pretty badass. She's nurturing. She'll be able to assuage and pacify the King of Wands, you know, so she can, you know, long enough for her to just sort of get out of there, and just sort of kind of like you're placating somebody, but, you know, also just sort of like, you know, just be really clear where you stand, and like also you're not stopping me, you know, like I've got better things to do, you know, and this isn't exactly what I want. You're probably not getting what you want, King of Wands, but, you know, sorry, you know, gotta go. And you know, I think that you're going to see that, and you're going to see it as a beautiful experience when you look back on it. The Ice Queen, ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. Yeah, what did I say? So I actually, you know, I've done this before. I know some of you might not like it, but I'm actually going to switch these, and Spirit is saying it's okay. I'm going to switch this because this is the Ice Queen, you know, even though the Queen of Cups is not an Ice Queen, I think you're going to be icing this person out, you know, and you're not gonna react. Here we go. We have the Four of Swords. There's no action. You're just sort of gonna be really calm. You sit well in your own emotions. Sorry, I bumped the camera. You know, and you're gonna be like, you know what, this is fine. I don't mind. I can wait. You know, like if we look at this energy, she can wait. She's totally fine waiting because she doesn't have any, all of her I's are dotted, her T's are crossed. She has nothing to, you know what I mean? She's like, and you don't, and the King of Wands, you don't have to rush me either. You really can't. And when somebody sits in their own power, you can't rush them, and they, even when they speak, they can pause, they can command silence, they stand in their power, and I get that that's what you're doing. All right. And I don't get that you're sad about it. I feel like you're just kind of seeing through kind of this BS and waiting for this person's temper tantrum or the situation that has flared up and has sort of has stopped you, but you're okay with it. You're like, it's kind of like when you're traveling and you're like, yeah, I'll take an upgrade. Okay, my plane was delayed. That's fine. I'll take the, $600 voucher if you put me up in a nice hotel, because I'm that cool, that's what you're the positive expectations, and you're clear on where you're going and what you're doing. So it's pretty badass energy. Mary Magdalene, teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. I love it. I love how, that's just confirmation. Oh, sorry, guys. Just confirmation that, nothing's going to stop you. And then, I just had something come to my mind here. And it's so interesting because did I not say, I'm just going to pause here for a second. Did I not say earlier, this is so much like Mary Magdalene? I love it. I love the synchronicities here, you guys. All right. And remember, and this is interesting because I also want to say when the student is ready, the teacher shows up. Yeah. So, I mean, this also, if you're not identifying so much as the Hanged Man, but you're really taking care of someone, which you very well may have, you may have been taking care of somebody here. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. Yeah. So I get, obstacles are being removed. I feel like this is just like one last little hump you have to get over. Actually, I'm going to just pull one more card for you guys. I feel like I need a Wisdom of the Oracle card here. All right. So Spirit, what else do we need to know for September 9th, 2019? What else do we need to know for September 9th, 2019? I'm really loving all the red here. I think you're really passionate about self-care. You're really passionate about like following, your path, getting what you need done. Unfinished symphony. Interesting. All right. So yeah, so you haven't done all the work you need to do. It's so interesting. I was just saying this to a friend of mine, saying, somebody just stole from him and, like a lot, and did some really horrible things to him. And I just said, the work we have to do here on earth is so much more important than, playing into, all these people who are so shallow. And so this is like an unfinished symphony. You have to get back on, you have to keep creating. You can't stop, and you're creating your masterpiece, which is your life and what you were meant to do here. So, and I love this is the number 10, like 10 is, in the minor arcana is the completion of something. So like you have to complete this masterpiece that you've been working on, and you can. All right. And you might have to make some sacrifices. You might have to take some time out, but all the obstacles will be removed. And it might not happen exactly the way you want it to happen. You might have to deal with these energies along the way, but you're basically, you're unstoppable. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button for me, and if hit share and subscribe. Definitely leave me a comment if this resonates with you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for listening, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day.